What is orgasmic birth? There is some interest around orgasmic birth, and I'd like to talk a little bit about that. My name is Martha. I'm a clinical sexologist with a doctorate in human sexuality, and I'm from Eros Coaching. That's eroscoaching.com. Okay, orgasmic birth is something that happens as you're giving birth, and you actually breathe through the pain and surrender into the sensation of it. We always talk about pain and pleasure being two poles of it, and actually there's this age where pain and pleasure can coincide and can feel good. In order to be able to have an orgasmic birth, it's pain. What you can do is include genital stimulations. For instance, the kissing can release oxytocin in the body and therefore alleviate some of the pain. And then there's nipples and breast massage that can happen, and so this can help support the pleasure to take place. So this is entirely possible for orgasmic birth to take place. It's when a woman is giving birth, they don't have this sharp screaming pain that they always show in the movies. It actually comes in waves, and the body, if is able to take the pain and relax with each wave that comes, the body can actually expand and open up more and more, and therefore able for the cervix to dilate big enough to then push the baby's head through. And so it is important to realize that it is not what we think it is, this sharp momentary pain that we see in the movies, but actually a process of unfolding. And there are reports of people who attain orgasmic and ecstatic states of consciousness where they feel that they've gone through this connection with the divine, with God, with the universe, and they experience this spiritual awakening that happens for them as they're giving birth. So it's a very intense time of a woman's life to go through a birth, and orgasmic birth is entirely possible. So if you're interested to find out more about orgasmic birth, you can look at some of the videos that have already been produced. Birth, as we know, is a really famous and excellent DVD that you might want to look into. On that note, as orgasmic birth, there's also orgasmic running, which my colleague and friend Sarah Martin talks about. So she has a book called Orgasmic Running, and in orgasmic running, they put Benoit balls into the vagina, and then she runs. And it's not just about the running, it's also about the pleasure that's actually happening within her body. So the way we access into it is by going into our bodies and noticing sensation. And it's very similar to what I just mentioned about orgasmic birth. So this is my little video about orgasmic birth. If you have any questions, comments, any additional resources, please feel free to share. And this is Dr. Martha Tarali of Eros Coaching. And you can always contact me at ask@eroscoaching.com. That's eroscoaching.com. So in the meantime, stay happy, beautiful, and sexy.